A spirit box is a paranormal research device that is used to detect and communicate with spirits. It can also be used to fake a spirit contact, as I'll demonstrate later in this video. The box is essentially a radio that scans through frequencies very quickly, creating a white noise effect. This white noise is thought to be a way for spirits to communicate by altering the energy of the radio waves. The most common type of spirit box is a modified radio that has been programmed to scan through frequencies very quickly. When the radio is turned on, it will start scanning through the frequencies and the user will hear a constant stream of white noise. If a spirit is present, it is said that they can manipulate the radio waves to create words or phrases. These sounds are called EVPs, or electronic voice phenomena. The device can be a very simple radio, modified with some DIY electronics work. However, there are units on the market with more complex and useful features like recording audio, adjustable scanning speeds and adjustable frequency sweeps. You can even get them with an important option for investigating dark basements, a built-in flashlight. Spirit boxes were first developed commercially in the early 2000s by Frank Sumption. Since then, other spirit boxes have been developed and introduced to the market, such as the PSB-7 Spirit Box and the SB-11 Ghost Box. To use a spirit box, turn it on and allow it to scan through frequencies. As the device is scanning, the user should ask questions or make statements in the hopes that a spirit would respond by altering the energy of the radio waves. Then listen to the white noise for any EVPs. These sounds are often faint, distorted, or unclear. If the scanning speed or frequency sweep of the box can be adjusted, this can help improve the clarity of the response sounds. Some people believe that with the right adjustments, the real spirit sounds can be quite clear and understandable. Investigators who use these devices also emphasize that it is important for them to be used in a quiet environment, both in audible and electronic frequencies. Any background noise can make it difficult to hear the responses and increases the chances of drawing erroneous conclusions about what is heard. Some people believe that it is helpful to smudge the area with sage or Palo Santo before using a spirit box, as this can help to clear away any negative energy. I've seen people use other personal talismans or methods to ward off bad spiritual energy. Spirit boxes are a controversial topic among paranormal researchers. Some people believe that they are a legitimate way to communicate with spirits. However, others believe that they are simply a hoax to fool the gullible or to increase the spooky atmosphere during paranormal investigations. Beware of anyone using one of these devices for material gain. There are hucksters out there who will use them to trick people, especially those who have experienced the recent loss of a loved one. They use several different methods to fake EVPs. One of the most common ways is to use pre-recorded EVPs. They will simply record the words or phrases that their marks want to hear and mix them with random noises. Then, they'll play them back through the spirit box. There are also sound effect libraries and synthesizers that can be used to pre-record or create the sounds on the fly. It is important to be aware of these methods so that you can spot fake spirit box sounds. If you are ever unsure whether or not a spirit box recording is real, it is best to err on the side of caution and assume that it is fake. Here are some tips for spotting fake spirit box sounds. If you hear the same phrase, word or sound repeated over and over again, it is likely that the sound is fake. Scammers often use the same EVPs over and over again in a loop. Scammers may use sound effects or white noise to create unnatural sounds that sound like EVPs. This is relatively easy to do with inexpensive software and equipment. Be skeptical of recordings that are too clear. If you hear a recording that is very clear and easy to understand, it is likely that the sound is fake. Scammers may use editing software to make EVPs sound clearer than they actually are. If they can find sound samples of a loved one online via social media, they can use audio editing software to create a believable recording. In today's age of AI, they could even use software to generate an entirely new recording, provided there is a large enough audio sample to draw from. To demonstrate how this would work, here is an audio example I created using AI voices and sound effects. I've been on a few cases where spirit boxes were used to supposedly communicate with spirits. A couple of these were on seasonal tours of haunted locations in the US Southeast. The impression I got was that these were faked with the goal of exciting tourists. One, however, was in an old and run-down former hotel building known for having rowdy days back in the 1950s. That time was particularly spooky, but it could have just been the guy in charge of the investigation either messing with us or actually being spooked himself. Anyway, that was an eerie experience. I wish I had gotten the sounds recorded, but unfortunately, I didn't. I do suggest using common sense when you do encounter someone using these boxes. Don't let the aura of mystery cloud your critical thinking. Remember that our minds want to create patterns out of nothing. Scammers use this to their advantage, and well-meaning investigators can fall for this as well. Just keep in mind that there is no scientific evidence to support the existence of EVPs, although some people claim to have had successful experiences with spirit boxes. What do you think? Are spirit boxes a valid way to communicate with the spirit world? Or are they simply a useless device used by scammers and wishful thinkers? Let me hear your thoughts in the comments, and please check out our other videos on the paranormal.